property investments made by Jungkook, the youngest member of the famous boy band BTS, have attracted widespread attention and made a significant impact on the real estate market in South Korea. His strategic moves in buying, selling, and building properties not only reflected his financial acumen, but also influenced the dynamics of the property market in the country. In October 2018, Jungkook made a splash in the real estate world by purchasing a luxury apartment unit in the Seoul Forest Trimage complex. This apartment is known as one of the elite residences in Seoul, often referred to as the celebrity residence because of the many famous artists and personalities who have units there. Jungkook bought the unit for about 1.95 billion won, or about 24.5 billion Indonesian rupiah, in cash. This step demonstrates his ability to manage wealth and invest in the property sector at a relatively young age. 2 years later, on October 7, 2020, Jungkook decided to sell the apartment for 2.05 billion won, or around 32 billion Indonesian rupiah. Despite the difference in the sale and purchase prices, professionals in the real estate field assume that Jungkook may not get significant financial benefits from this sale. This is due to the costs that must be incurred during ownership, such as property taxes and maintenance costs, while the apartment is rarely occupied. The decision to sell a property that does not provide optimal returns reflects a prudent investment approach, in which unproductive assets are diverted for other, more profitable opportunities. In November 2020, Jungkook again made a strategic move by purchasing a site house in the elite Itaewon area of Yongsan-gu, Seoul. This property was purchased for around 7.63 billion won, or equivalent to 80.2 billion Indonesian rupiah. The house, built in 1976, has a land area of 637 square meters and a building area of 230.74 square meters. Itaewon is known as an area inhabited by diplomats and expatriates, and has easy access to various city facilities, making it a very strategic and prestigious location. Not stopping at the purchase, Jungkook took it a step further by planning a total redevelopment of the property. After obtaining a construction permit from Yongsan-gu office in July 2022, the old house was demolished in December of the same year to make way for the construction of a new, larger, and modern house. The new building plan includes 2 basement floors and 3 above-ground floors, with a total floor area of 1,161.04 square meters. The project is scheduled for completion on May 31, 2024. This step not only improves the comfort and functionality of the dwelling, but also significantly increases the value of such properties in the market. The investment and development undertaken by Jungkook proved fruitful. In September 2024, it was reported that the value of the property had soared to around 10 billion won, or around 107.76 billion Indonesian rupiah. The increase represents an increase in value of 2.3 billion won in the 4 years since the initial purchase. Factors such as strategic location in an elite area, modern building design, and complete facilities contribute to the appreciation of the value of this property. In addition, Jungkook's reputation as a global celebrity adds to the attraction and exclusivity of the property. The property investment measures undertaken by Jungkook had a broader impact on the South Korean real estate market. First, the decision of a well-known celebrity to invest in a particular area can increase the profile and appeal of the area, driving up demand and ultimately driving up the price of surrounding properties. Second, investment trends by public figures can influence the investment preferences and behavior of the general public, who may see such moves as guidance or inspiration in their investment decisions. In addition, investment activities like this can trigger the development of infrastructure and facilities in related areas, along with increased interest and investment in the region. The property investments made by BTS's Jungkook not only reflect his personal financial intelligence and strategy, but also have a real impact on the dynamics of the real estate market in South Korea. Through the buying, selling, and development of properties in strategic locations, Jungkook has shown how proper and well-planned investments can generate significant returns and influence overall market trends. His steps set an example for other investors and contributed to the development of the property sector in the country. Sure, Here's a more in-depth article on the impact of Jungkook's property investments on the South Korean real estate market. The phenomenon of property investment by celebrities, especially by global figures such as BTS's Jungkook, has a much greater impact than ordinary property purchases. A K-pop idol's decision in choosing a residential location or investment property can create a domino effect that affects various aspects, from market prices to development trends in the area. In Jungkook's case, the purchase of property in the Itaewon area adds to the appeal of the neighborhood, already renowned as one of Seoul's elite districts. The presence of top celebrities like him makes this area even more exclusive, increasing demand from conglomerates, foreign investors, to fellow celebrities who want to invest in a similar environment. As a result, land and property prices in Itaewon have experienced a significant surge in recent years. Since the past few years, the South Korean real estate market has experienced a change in trend, where the demand for luxury properties continues to increase. Factors such as urbanization, rising levels of well-being, as well as the interest of foreign investors make high-end real estate increasingly in demand. Jungkook's decision to invest in elite areas such as Itaewon and previously in the Seoul Forest Trimage apartment further confirms the direction of this market movement. Many property developers have begun to adapt more exclusive and modern residential designs to meet the expectations of a growing market. In fact, properties once owned or visited by famous figures such as Jungkook can experience significant price increases, a phenomenon known as the celebrity premium. Properties associated with big names will be more attractive to investors and buyers who prioritize prestige and exclusivity. Although still young, Jungkook showed a mature property investment strategy. In many cases, property purchases by celebrities are often just consumptive, but Jungkook seems to have a more careful approach. The decision to sell Trimage apartments for a small profit can be considered a transitional step towards more strategic investments, such as the purchase of a house in Itaewon that has a higher growth value. In addition, his home renovation and redevelopment project in Itaewon also demonstrated an understanding of the importance of increasing asset values rather than relying solely on passive price appreciation. On the other hand, some property analysts speculate that Jungkook may also be diversifying his assets. It is likely that he not only invested in property but also in other financial instruments such as stocks, bonds, or even personal businesses. As many of his fellow artists did. Jungkook's success in real estate investing impacted not only the property market but also the younger generation who followed in his footsteps. As part of the millennial and Gen Z generation, Jungkook is a symbol that property investment can start from a young age, as long as it is done with careful planning. Many BTS fans, especially those with interests in finance and property, see Jungkook as an inspiration in building their wealth. Some reports even point to an increase in young Koreans' interest in property investment after seeing a growing trend among K-pop celebrities. However, challenges for young investors remain, especially with property prices in South Korea continuing to skyrocket. The government has enacted various policies to rein in speculation and stabilize the market, but the fact that celebrities like Jungkook can afford to invest in luxury properties suggests a gap that still needs to be addressed. The surge in property prices in South Korea in recent years has become a serious concern for the government. With more and more investors, both local and foreign, buying properties in strategic areas such as Gangnam, Itaewon, and Hanamdong, house prices continue to rise, making it difficult for locals to buy their first homes. The South Korean government has implemented a number of policies to curb property speculation, including higher property taxes for owners of multiple real estate assets, restrictions on mortgage lending for luxury property buyers to avoid speculative purchases, incentives for first home buyers, especially for lower middle income groups,